What's going on, guys? George back here with another video. I was in the garage here working on my home network, doing some updates, and I thought it would be cool to show you around my home network and how I have it set up. So I'm in my garage now. Unfortunately, this house was built in 2016, and I didn't have a choice where everything was terminated at the time. So everything got terminated in the garage. Obviously not a good spot for it. It gets very hot here. I'm in Miami and it's unbelievably hot. But I would love that to be somewhere else. And I've thought about going through the hassle of getting everything re-cabled. But the thought of moving, it's a two-story house, and moving cables from the second story to the first story, it's just, it's not going to work out, and it's going to be a giant pain in the butt. And just not worth it to me. So I have everything in a small box. I'll show everything to you, and we'll go from there. In my home, I'm running the Omada setup from TP-Link. In my other video where I showed you one of the offices that I did, I ran the Omada system there. I sometimes do things between the Omada and the Ubiquiti systems. They're both pretty good. I've got no issues. I decided to run the Omada system here in my home just to give it a shot, and it's been absolutely 100% great. I have great coverage inside the house with no issues. I am having a little bit of issues in the backyard in the pool area where I'm having some drop off of packets. So I am going to be running a cable outside and running an outdoor access point. I'll be sure to record a video on that and show you how I do that. But let me show you the system and I'll let you know what I have set up. All right, so I have this set up here behind the treadmill. Let me take this little panel off and I'll show you everything I have here. Okay, so this is everything I have. All right, so this is my modem. It's a Surfboard SB5820. So coaxial comes in from Comcast in here, and that feeds the router. The router, as I mentioned, TP-Link Omada. This is the ER605. From there, that feeds the switch, right? So the switch is TLSG 2016P. So that is a smart PoE switch. So it provides PoE to a bunch of PoE things that I have. From there, we go into this little thing. That is the cloud controller. That's the OC200. Yeah, the OC200. So that allows me to control the whole network, from pretty much anywhere. This is a patch panel where everything gets connected to, and then everything gets sent back out. So it's not the nicest setup, but it'll do with the space that I have. It's in one of these little media boxes. So yeah, so let me show you where the access points are. So here inside the garage, I have this, which is a wall-mounted access points, the EAP615, if I remember correctly. Yeah, EAP615. This gets fed in by this cable here, and then goes outside and feeds in a PoE doorbell. This garage one I put in to service that doorbell that I needed a PoE for. And then it also helps get me service outside in the front yard. For downstairs, I have another EAP615 here in one of the bedrooms downstairs that's used as the kids' toy room and playroom. So this one acts as the AP for pretty much all of downstairs here. And I'm upstairs now, and this is the upstairs AP. So this is the EAP653. This one provides all the Wi-Fi to upstairs and to all downstairs as well. So that's about it. That's my system here at home. It's a pretty basic system, in the grand scheme of things. But it is extremely, extremely solid. I have zero issues with Wi-Fi. I have a lot of neighbors in the area that have issues with their Wi-Fi, and I don't have any issues. My Comcast that comes in is actually pretty decent. I know that Xfinity gets a lot of bad rep, but at least in my area, it's a relatively new area, and we have relatively new cabling, so I don't have any issues there. I get extremely fast speeds everywhere. I run a lot of my stuff on Wi-Fi. I'm not one of these guys that thinks everything needs to be Ethernet connected for it to work well. Yeah, I think most things will work perfectly fine on Wi-Fi. Pretty much everything in my house runs on Wi-Fi. My TV is streaming. I have two kids, and sometimes we're running, 4 TVs and 2 tablets at the same time, and I never have any issues with the internet. So yeah, it's a great system. Really like the Omada stuff, and can't complain. I'll leave the links below to everything that I'm running. And if you want something like this set up in your house, that's actually a service that we offer at JT4 Technologies. So if you want something like this, something a little bit higher end, something like this, whole home audio, anything like that, home theater, that's what we specialize in. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll see you on the next one.